morning and was matter-of-factly explaining it. Obviously, he said in my dream, there was more than one gunman, but neither knew the other one was there. It was a coincidence. In the dream, I was aghast and offended. Oh no, he scolded. Think about how many times two bank robbers show up at the same time at the same bank. And consider this, the dream Kennedy continued. You ever heard any other theories that are not disproved by just one of the irrefutable facts? He had me there. In our number 2 story in the countdown, the debate has flared up anew, this time predicated on the idea that forensic science gets better with every passing decade, and the last word of 1977 may only be the preamble of 2007. The focus, as Pete Williams reports now, is the bullets.
The motorcade is moving slowly west.
It's one of the most investigated events in American history. Now, a new study casts strong doubt on the science used to reach a major conclusion that just one assassin fired the 2 bullets that hit their targets. One bullet was found nearly intact. 4 other bullet fragments were recovered. Tests done 30 years ago concluded all 5 pieces came from just those 2 bullets. But a new analysis says more bullets could have been fired.
It's not valid to conclude that the 5 pieces constitute only 2 bullets.
A team of researchers, including a former top scientist for the FBI, studied ammunition identical to the kind used by Lee Harvey Oswald, the assassin, made by the same company at the same time. Earlier research said the fragments could have come from only 2 bullets because individual bullets vary so widely they must have been unique. But the new study found that many of the rounds tested were nearly identical to each other, and one exactly matched one of the Dallas fragments. So the researchers conclude it's impossible to say those fragments could have come from only 2 bullets. And if there were more fired that day, they say, there might have been another assassin because Oswald could not have shot more rounds quickly enough with his bolt-action rifle. The scientists say the bullet fragments preserved by the National Archives should be retested, even though there's a risk.
I think they should be reanalyzed in a more modern way, which might involve actually destroying the fragments.
Even so, an expert on the assassination says while the bullet science is debatable, a widely accepted finding still stands.
So the original explanation remains that the fragments must have come from Lee Harvey Oswald's bullets because there's no evidence, no hard evidence, of any other shooter that day.
But the study provides more proof of one thing: the books on the Kennedy assassination may never be closed. Pete Williams, NBC News, Washington.
And of course, those written about it may never cease. We have already had more than 1,000.